Greetings, y'all. Welcome to Karen Hope's 15 Minutes of Solid Inspiration, the channel where hope grows inspiration, y'all. Isn't it a beautiful day? I got sunshine coming in my apartment right now. Nice sunshine, not too bright, just enough cloud cover. It's just perfect day today. It's a beautiful day. Everything about this day has been beautiful. Y'all, and you know what? Even if there are days that are kind of cloudy and kind of like, let's just say it, okay? Because we're grown. Those days that suck, okay? If we can go inside and think about some things, maybe a memory, or maybe just look out the window like I'm doing right now at the sunshine, or something, we'll know. We'll always know. Day might not always be a beautiful day, but there's always something beautiful in the day to inspire us and keep us moving forward, like sunshine coming in the window, right? Okay, so let's just talk about this. Now, I'm here on the channel right now, like I said, to announce, that my most recent podcast episode of Karen Hope's 15 Minutes of Solid Inspiration has been produced and published and is available for listening. And those podcast episodes, all 160. Wow. Jeez, that's what I want to say. I started this July 3rd, and I love doing this. So we've got 160 under our belt. Before I know it, it'll be 365 a whole year, and we'll be moving to season 2. So what we talked about is, in today's most recent podcast episode, we concluded our 16-day series on effective communication being key to what? Key to everything in life. It's how we build relationships in relationships. It's how we talk to each other, how we vibe with each other, how we teach each other, how we reach each other, how we leave each other alone. It's all about communication. And I just want to say that, life isn't all about kumbaya. Sometimes we do have to leave people alone. Sometimes people don't want to meet us at the positive part. So we have to just, wait for them to do their work and meet us later at the positive part, right? Okay, so what we talked about today, like I said, we concluded our series on effective communication is key. I concluded the series with this. All of us must understand the whole point of this effective communication. And that is to be able to vibe high, stay vibing high, and to support each other, to vibe high with how we speak to each other. It's always got to be nicely. Always. Now, that does not mean candy coated, y'all. Not at all. Not in the least bit. I mean, like, someone can really be telling you something that you need to hear, and it can be hurtful. And maybe if you need to hear it, more than likely it is hurtful. But it doesn't have to be ugly. It doesn't have to be harsh. It doesn't have to be criticism. Constructive, yes, but it doesn't have to be a session of criticism. Just a session of constructive talk, constructive words and instruction and then suggestions and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Also, when we communicate with each other, we have to make sure that it's out of a place of unconditional love. Because if we do not, and that was the whole gist of this podcast episode, is the unconditional love part. If we do not operate from that place, just like God operates for us, if we do not operate from that place, ridicule could come in, bashing sessions, insensitivity, insecurity, harshness. I've heard people say, honesty, brutal honesty. Where in the world? What in the world? Brutal honesty. How in the world can you bring something so think so high to vibe. Like you have to vibe high. You have to be an honest person, you have to be on a high level of vibing, man. You have to be really doing your work to be accountable for the things you're doing, to be responsible for the things you're doing, to be able to say I need to change, to be able to go, do some introspection and really learn who we are, to be able to say who we are and who we are not, so we can express ourselves with unconditional love. We won't harbor any resentment for ourselves, because when we hold on to those negative energies and we think badly of ourselves, we don't give ourselves the unconditional love first. Oh, we throw that on people, and that stuff will hit people harder than a bus. We can really hit people's feelings and heart and inspiration and courage and everything. We can hit it hard like a bus and hurt their feelings just because we're in a bad place, just because we don't feel good. Our boss made us mad. We let someone steal from us. We let something happen, and then we end up putting that pressure on someone else, because it's not unconditional love that we're talking to them with, and more than likely they're going to respond to us the same way. Not very good. It's going to be on a low vibe. Nothing is going to get done. That communication, bottom line, will not be effective. Won't do us any good. What does effective mean to us? It means it's for our purpose. It helps to propel us forward into our purpose. If it's leaving us stuck, it's not effective. If our communication is leaving us stuck, if it's leaving someone else stuck, if it's just messing up the whole party, do you know what I mean? If it's confusing things, bringing chaos, and hey, I just want to say before I wrap this part up, if our communication is bringing confusion or chaos, the next thing is destruction, period. And then we have to communicate ourselves out of that. Too much work. We need to be working on ourselves, not cleaning up the mess, not putting out fires. We need to be working on ourselves. So when this unconditional love we're showing ourselves reflects how we're living, and it affects someone else in a positive way, we're pleasing God, and that's the whole point. So let's talk to each other nicely, okay? Solves a lot of problems. Okay, let's move forward. Now, talking about talking to each other nicely, let's go back to what I always like to say, and that is, whatever we want from someone else, we have to be able to do it ourselves, Y'all, we want someone to, sometimes, we make mistakes. We're not well informed, or we're just plain old lazy in our emotional work or our spiritual work. We're just lazy. Or sometimes we don't know what to do. There's several things, but the bottom line is we don't get to where we need to get. And, it puts a lot of pressure on us, and it puts a lot of stress on us. And when we cannot forgive ourselves for our mistakes, for whatever reasons, it ends up a bad thing. It's tragic. It's tragic. Look, this is what I want to talk about today, right now, before we wrap up this video. We need to be able to forgive ourselves for our mistakes. Our mistakes are part of our journey. Sometimes the mistakes are what get us to where we need to go faster than just like, la la la, everything's easy breezy, la la la. When we make mistakes, it shows us where we need to improve, where we need to do the work, how we need to do the work, who we need to get rid of, who we need to bring in to help us do the work. Starting with God, we need to start with prayer. We need to start with meditation. We need to go inside. We need to learn who we are. Why did we make those mistakes? Why? Why did we even consider it a mistake? Why didn't we just consider it an opportunity to do better next time? Do you know what I mean? We have to be in a place in our thinking. We have to be somewhere in a positive place in our thinking, so we understand that, hey, that mistake is a past thing. It's a negative energy, right? A mistake is. So because we think of it as that, a mistake, instead of thinking, just another opportunity to do better, because that's what it is. So when we can think that way, y'all, guess what happens? We don't want to do it anymore. We figured out. And so our goal is to, that mistake we made, not to do it again. It's like that thing that they talk about, apologies. We can say we're sorry all we want, right? I've heard sorry so much in my life. I've heard, I'm so sorry. I've said it so many times in my life. This is not a place or a channel where you'll hear victim. There'll be a victim mentality. There will not be a mindset of lack either. Need to take accountability for the things that we've done and forgive ourselves for it, because we were in a bad place. And it's not saying that we're in a good place now, but what we want to say is thank God we're in a better place. And we know that propelling forward, when we're communicating effectively and we're forgiving ourselves for our mistakes, it makes it easier to receive this abundance that God is giving us, starting with some good feelings, y'all. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. When we say we're sorry, when we've made mistakes and we say we're sorry, the best apology, and I know you've heard this before, and although I do not like cliches, this is one that I do like and I will use on a regular basis. Okay? When we sincerely are sorry, well, I don't like to use the word sorry either, but when we sincerely apologize for a mistake we've made to ourselves, and first, God first, then ourselves, and then, the person that we need to say I apologize to. It's all good. It sounds good. It also feels good. But the gist of it is this: a real apology, a true apology, a sincere apology, that apology that you had to dig deep for and ask God to give you help to do because you were wrong, no matter what the reason. Take away the victim mindset. Take away the lack mindset. Just say, I was wrong. When we can do that, we don't want to do it again. Who wants to be wrong? Who wants to be wrong, y'all? Do you want to be wrong? I don't want to be wrong. Do you know what happens when you wear two wrong shoes, like two left shoes? You go around in a circle. I'm just saying. So we don't want to be wrong, especially time after time. We want to take that precious time. I love use the word bask. Just basking, like the sunshine that's coming in this window. I'm basking in it today. It's nice. And it's a glow and everything. And we can bask in that glow of knowing we did the right thing. We went the right direction. It's because we sincerely apologized for what we did, the mistakes that we've made, the person that we were, the feelings that we were feeling. And we do better. We don't do it anymore. So, forgive yourself for your mistakes. Don't beat yourself up for them. Forgive yourself. Take that time that you would have been beating yourself up for it to bask in just the glow of knowing that everything's going to be okay when we trust God. Just apologize. Trust God and move forward. It'll be okay. Okay? Y'all, thank you so much for being here. It's a beautiful day. I hope this video is meeting you and yours. Feeling good. Feeling great. And you know what? Even if the day is not so great, y'all, there's something great in it, and it's you. Okay? And believe it. Now, if you are currently a monthly supporter of the podcast, thank you so much. And if you're considering becoming a monthly supporter, y'all, check that out down in the links below. There's an Anchor link down there. It says Anchor. Might be the very first link. Check it out. There are buttons there. Thank you so much in advance if you're considering becoming a monthly supporter. And the blog, today's blog has been written and is also published down in the GoDaddy link down below in the description box. Today's blog was about love, was also about unconditional love. Yeah, check that out, okay, as well. Y'all, thank you so much again. Your presence, I can't see you, I can't hear you. That energy that you're putting out just for making the time to watch this video is blessing me. Thank you so much. And if you're considering sharing, oh wow, that's all. Hit that red notification bell for me, y'all. And subscribe to this channel where Hope Grows Inspiration so you don't miss a minute of it, okay? Thank y'all so much. God bless you and yours. And I will see y'all here again very soon, more than likely tomorrow. But if not tomorrow, very soon, right here on the channel to exchange some awesome energy.